channel community, and hello YouTube. This is Rob of Spinning Out with Rob, and today this is going to be my entry into Vinyl Tag 2021, and this thread was started out by a channel called Another Fat Bearded Man talking about records. His real name is Headley, and what a great thread, and I will link to the channel below. So thank you, Headley. Start off with the oldest country music record you own, and not 100% sure if this is my oldest, but we're going to go with Willie Nelson, Hello Walls. This is one of Willie's earliest works. This was before he grew his hair back. In fact, he looks like slicked back his hair a little bit, put a suit on, and he's going to a job interview. But great album, has that classic song Hello Walls on it, and 1962, Willie Nelson, Hello Walls. I wasn't sure which one was older, so I pulled this one too. Found out this one was released in 1967. It's Loretta Lynn, Don't Come Home a-Drinkin' with Lovin' on Your Mind. Classic country title there, and another good country album from that era. Newest country record that you've bought. Well, I think everyone's showing this one. So Sturgill is selling a lot of records. Sturgill Simpson, Cutting Grass, Volume 2. And this is basically bluegrass versions of his songs. The cover is really cool. It glows in the dark. Yeah, this is Volume 2. Volume 1 is very good as well. Volume 1 is yellow. This is on really cool blue vinyl, and I love Sturgill. He's one of my favorite new country artists. I have all of his albums except for one, and that was the more heavy metal-ish crazy one he did. I couldn't get into that one, so I do not have that one. But really good record, both this and Volume 1, and Sturgill's awesome. All right, next one is a record you own on a country music label. So this is on Bloodshot, and this is Wayne Hancock, Slingin' Rhythm. And Wayne Hancock is a rockabilly guy and awesome musician, great record, and it is on Bloodshot Records out of Chicago, and they do a lot of the smaller, newer country artists that are out and about today. So, Bloodshot, Slingin' Rhythm, Wayne Hancock, great record. Alright, the next one was kind of tricky here. So this was a foreign country record. And I had a lot of trouble with this one because I could have gone the easy route and gone with Canada with Nico Case. The Tigers Have Spoken, one of my favorite Nico Case records. This is, you know, back in her country days. She's changed a lot throughout the years, but great record, and this is a great country live album. Nico Case is one of my favorites, so we'll go with that. Could be one of them, or we could go with not quite country, but John Langford, who has his own type of country, and John's a great guy. Saw him at a few in-home shows in someone's basement, and actually twice at the same house, and he signed this for me, and so did the Four Lost Souls. Really fun record. John Langford, Four Lost Souls, and good record, and also on Bloodshot. And then finally, something a little different. a little Mexican type country here, from down south, southern borderlands. Los Lobos Kiko, definitely my favorite Los Lobos record, and just love this record, and could listen to this one over and over again. So if you're into Los Lobos, definitely try to find a copy of this. Unfortunately, the easiest route is the MoFi copy, so it's still out there, it's in print, and grab it if you can. Alright, an old-timey string band record. So this is Doc and Merle Watson, Never the Same Way Once, live at the boarding house, Thursday, May 2nd, 1974, presented by the Owsley Stanley Foundation. Owsley Stanley was known as Bear. He was one of the people that worked on the mixing board for the Grateful Dead, and his family is putting out a number of these records that are board recordings that he mastered from live shows. There's an Allman Brothers one that's excellent. Definitely recommend any of these Bears Sonic Journals records. And this is Doc and Merle Watson, fabulous, fabulous record. So Bears Sonic Journals, Doc and Merle Watson, Never the Same Way Once, and it's presented by the Owsley Stanley Foundation. All right, so what do we got here? A record from the artist you have the largest collection of. Willie Nelson is back, and this time as the Red-Headed Stranger. And this is a wonderful album. Tells a great story. Well, great story, but it tells a story. Has some great songs on it. Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. I can listen to this one over and over again, and just a wonderful record. And I think it's one of Willie's finest, and really enjoy it. And Willie has put out a lot of records, and I found I have quite a few of them. So, great record. Willie Nelson, Red-Headed Stranger. Alright, next we have a live country record. And I got Tony Joe White, live in Austin, Texas. Tony Joe White was kind of one of the members of what they call country funk. It's got Polk Salad Annie on it, and other Tony Joe White hits, but his music is kind of funky yet very country, and we'll talk more about that later. So the other live album is probably my favorite album by this artist, and it also turns out to be a live album, and that is Townes Van Zandt, live at the Old Quarter. And this is a great record if you want to get into Townes Van Zandt. It's just him and a guitar. Of course, it has the iconic Poncho and Lefty on it. Other songs of Townes. Just a beautiful, beautiful record. Great, great performance. I can't say much more about this, but it's a lot more stripped down than some of the regular studio releases. It had a little bit extra production on them, and this really strips it down, and it's just Townes talking right to you, singing the songs. So great record, Townes Van Zandt, live at the Old Quarter. Next one is a collection. So when I was talking about the country funk, we have Country Funk, 1969 to 1975, and this was on Light in the Attic Records. And I believe we've got Just a lot of country funk singers on here. We got Mac Davis, Dale Hawkins, Bob Dylan, Jim Ford, Link Ray, Tony Joe White's on here, Bobby Gentry, and just a great collection. Fun listen. Light in the Attic always does a good job of putting things together, and this is a great comp. Next we have a duet, Warm and Wonderful, Les Paul and Mary Ford. This is a little jazzier country. It's Les Paul and just playing his guitar, and Mary Ford, of course, with her Gibson SG, and Les Paul with his signature guitar there, the Les Paul. And this is just really kind of relaxing, chill music. It's, like I said, it has that jazzy feel to it, but wonderful record. Definitely a great country duet. Just something to sit down and chill out to. Next, we have an album for people that want to get into country music. So this is the soundtrack to "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" Where Art Thou? And this was the George Clooney movie. Just a great record. Alison Krauss, Norman Blake, John Hartford's on here. Just a bunch of country and folk artists. Wonderful, wonderful record, and definitely a great record. Great comp. One of the best soundtracks. Love this record. So there it is. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Favorite country music cover. Okay, this is Jim Nesbitt, Truck Driving Cat with 9 Wives. And there he is. He's the truck driving cat with 9 wives. Now, Jim Nesbitt did a lot of novelty songs, and of course, this cover is, you know, kind of a novelty cover in itself. But it's just a great cover. I mean, they're all. It's just a great cover. So, but the songs on here, there are some more serious songs, such as Social Security and Quitting Time. But yeah, Jim Nesbitt, Truck Driving Cat with 9 Wives. This one is a country music record on a small label. I'm not sure how small the label is, but I see a lot of country artists on 30 Tigers. And this is Jason Isbell, Southeastern. Just a fabulous album. This was his first record after he got sober. And I have this thing about sobriety records, and it's usually the first one after they get sober that is just amazing. And then they go up and down from there. But this album is just fantastic. And I have a lot of his records from his days with the Drive-By Truckers and the 400 unit records. So just this is one of my favorite records. So Jason Isbell, Southeastern, great record. A country music grail. Okay. Sorry about that. The dog loves country. This is the Little Willies. And this is a Classic Records release. I'm going to talk over the dog. I'm sorry about that. But that's life. This was on Classic Records, very hard to find on vinyl, and I was able to find this and pick it up. And sounds amazing, audiophile pressing, and a great record, The Little Willies. Alright, and a subgenre that doesn't include a barking dog, possibly. We are going to go with alt country. So we have Uncle Tupelo, No Depression, and one of my favorite records of all time. There's actually a magazine about alt country called No Depression, named after this album. And this, I also have the outtakes from Record Store Day a few years ago. So this is the alternate version of No Depression, but just a fabulous album. So the two major members of this group, Uncle Tupelo, were Jeff Tweedy and Jay Farrar. So I'm sure that rings a bell to you, because obviously they went off and split off into two camps. Jay Farrar formed Sun Volt, and this is Sun Volt Trace. Great album. Just, oh gosh, I can't say enough about this album. Just flows really nice. The one song I don't like on it the most is their big first hit, which was oh gosh, which was Drown. Sorry, it just got thrown off there. But yeah, Drown was the first hit off this. So they had the first hit of the split between Sun Volt and, well, you know, the Uncle Tupelo split that formed Sun Volt and then Wilco. They struck first with the first hit, and the first Wilco album, AM, didn't do so well. I think it's a great record. I don't actually own AM, but Wilco came back strong with this big double album, Being There. Starts off with Misunderstood and goes from there. Wonderful record. Obviously, Wilco has kind of grown and changed through the years, and Yankee Foxtrot Hotel, and just Jeff Tweedy has become a great producer of other artists' records, and this, but so Uncle Tupelo did split in these two camps. Sun Volt is still recording, but they're not, you know, they're not as well known as Wilco these days, and the Sun Volt is still Sun Volt. They haven't really changed that much. So that's it. That is Country Music Vinyl Tag 2021. And well, first I want to thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for putting up with the barking dog. I'll have a talk with him afterwards. He's a great dog. So, good guy. Good friend of mine. And thank you for that. And if you like this video and you want to see more, click that subscribe button down below. Ring that bell for notifications. And Heavily, thanks again for starting this thread. And this is Rob, and I'm spinning out and signing off.